Iron Man Movie 2, movie recap, let's get right into it. It's been about 6 months since Tony dropped a bombshell by announcing to the world that he was Iron Man. In that time, his popularity exploded as he holds a Stark Expo to continue his father's legacy while resisting attempts by the United States government to claim his Iron Man suit technology for military use. Unfortunately, not all of this is well for the millionaire playboy superhero. The powering his arc reactor, keeping him alive, is slowly poisoning him without a suitable replacement. He has been forced to contend with the specter of death. Rather than revealing his failing health to anyone, he keeps his condition under wraps while appointing his personal assistant, Pepper Potts, to be the new CEO of Stark Industries. Taking on a new assistant to fill her vacant position, Natalie Rushman, wishing to live his best life, Tony decides to race personally, only to be ambushed by a Russian mad scientist named Ivan Vanko, the son of a disgraced Soviet physicist. Anton Vanko is a self-built arc reactor suit. While Tony is able to don his Iron Man suit and defeat him, Vanko taunts Tony. The attack was not to kill him, but to prove he was not invincible. Vanko is captured, but slowly afterwards freed by Tony's business rival Justin Hammer of Hammer Industries for the purpose of using his knowledge of arc reactors and powered armor to crush Stark Industries. After Tony humiliated him during a Senate subcommittee hearing by revealing the inferiority of Hammer's attempts to replicate the Iron Man technology. The combination of Vanko's attacks and increasing levels of Paladin poisoning pushed Tony over the edge as he holds what he believes to be his final birthday party, becoming drunk and diligent towards his friend James Rhodey, who was recast in this movie, who wants Tony to get a hold of himself so he can prove that he's responsible enough with his tech to not turn it over to the government. With Tony beyond reason, Rhodey commands Tony Stark's Mark II suit. A bitter fight ensues between them that ends in a stalemate, with Rhodey taking on the Mark II suit with him. Afterwards, Tony is approached by Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D., is a new character we meet who will become important to later movies, who also reveals that Natalie Rushman is one of his agents. Real name Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. We'll find more about her in the other movies, aka the Avengers. Having recognized that Tony is succumbing to the poisoning, Fury tells Tony that the only way to survive is to find a new power source for his arc reactor, and that answer to how to find his new power source lied in his father's work with Anton Vanko, who worked for Stark Industries for a time before being sent back to the Soviet Union by Howard Stark in a prison. Tony eventually finds the answers in an old drama of Stark Expo in 1974, which was designed to be the same way as an atomic structure for a theoretical new element with a bit of ingenuity. Tony manages to synthesize this new element, which is not only safe to use as a power source for his arc reactor, but much more powerful than the current poisoning. Around the same time as the creation of his new power source, Tony learns that Vacuum at Large and working with Hammer, who is prepping to present a demonstration of a new line of autonomous humanoid drone soldiers, along with his customized Iron Man suit variant piloted by Rhodey, the War Machine suit. Tony heads to the expo to warn Rhodey, but it's too late. Vanko hacks into the drones in Rhodey's suit and turns on them on Tony. As Pepper has Hammer arrested for collaborating with Vanko, Natasha hurries to Hammer Industries to confront Vanko. He had escaped, but Natasha is able to restore Rhodey's control over his suit. Together, they destroy the Hammer drones before being confronted by Vanko, now wearing an approved battle suit. Ultimately, Tony and Rhodes defeat Vanko, but not before he sets up a self-destruct mechanism in the suit and the drones. After the battle, Fury debriefs Tony, providing him with Natasha's evaluation of him. She concludes that while Iron Man would be an asset to the Avengers initiative, Tony Stark would not. As such, Fury would hire Tony merely as a consultant. At the same time, Agent Phil Coulson travels out to the New Mexico desert to investigate a strange discovery, a massive crater at the center with a certain hammer. I want to thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for the support of last video. And with that, we will continue on with the next Marvel movie. Peace.